here's a really easy and inexpensive tip for you if you're using a clip-in seat on your kayak and you want to get a little bit more elevation and maybe a little bit more cushion under your butt. So if you follow along with the Fishyaker YouTube series, you know my daughter Lila does a lot of fishing with me. She doesn't just like to fish, she likes to explore and get out and paddle around. Well, she primarily uses an older model Ocean Kayak Trident 11. The older models use a clip-in seat. A lot of the older model Ocean Kayaks did, some of the ones still do, and there are a lot of other manufacturers out there now that still use a clip-in seat, such as this one, that have a swivel clip on it, right? You clip it in 4 places, it holds you in place. You can get different levels of them. But one of the things a lot of people look for now is a little bit more elevation. It serves a couple purposes. It just often makes it more comfortable. You have a better line of sight, especially if you're trying to see where you're fishing. It can get you in and out of the kayak a little bit easier. And in some cases, you may want a little bit more cushion under you. So you can basically pay just about anything for a clip-in kayak fishing seat, such as this one. The one here, you know, you got the bag on the back. Some have rod holders, all that stuff. But Lila wanted to get a little bit more elevation of it because if you're sitting low in a lot of the kayaks, sometimes if you're close to the weight capacity of it, or if it's raining or you have the scupper plugs in, you may be sitting in a little bit of water sometime. So, well, what we did with this, we simply went to a local Walmart and we spent less than $5 on one of those stadium cushions. There's a bunch of different types of these available. I mean, you can get these at, you know, just about anywhere, a sporting goods store, like I said, Walmart, Bass Pro, anywhere like that. But the one we chose was $4 and some change. I want to say it was just under $5. It's about an inch or so thick, but it's a little bit stiffer than a lot of the really vinyl-y feeling ones. Because those, you squeeze it, it squeezes right down, and they're really, you know, kind of an open cell looking foam to it. So the concern with that was that it might be a little bit more comfortable, but it might not give you the elevation. Might not stick as well, and it could absorb some water. It might not dry out as fast. So this one here is like kind of an EVA. Like I said, it's just a stadium cushion. It came originally with two, like a strap, kind of like a clip strap that went around it, so you could like clip it onto the a bench or somewhere if you're sitting on it, like a stadium. But what we did, we simply purchased this, and then we went actually to a Dollar Tree and picked up that crazy glue, the bigger tube crazy glue. It's kind of a gel. Stuff's water resistant, and we loaded up both sides, the underside of the seat, and with this padding here. And then instead of just putting it on and waiting for it to dry, we took clips, little spring clips, and we clipped it all the way around, as many as we could, to get it to bite in and hold. And then we simply let it dry for about a week. Then we went back through and could see if we could peel off any of this edge here, get a little gap in it, filled in some more of the glue around it, and then put the binders closer to the edges on it. And this thing is on here. It's great. Lila's used it. Holds it really well. I don't recommend it with just any glue. I'd use a decent one that says water resistant, and make sure it's totally dry, because of course if it's not totally dry all the way around on here, it's just going to peel off on you. And then use something to hold it tight so it gets a really good connection on it. But this, it raises up for about an inch. So if it happens to be rain, she has scupper plugs in, or if I'm in the kayak, because I'm closer to the weight capacity of it, I'm going to be up above that little puddle of water, or I'm not going to be quite as damp with it. It's going to give me more cushion. And overall, it's going to get me a little bit higher sight line on it. So if you're using it, I know a lot of the kayak manufacturers are going to a less expensive kayak to fill that niche in the market, and they don't have elevated seats in it. This could be a really good option for you. So go to your local Walmart or one of these other places, but check, look wisely about which one you're getting to make sure it's going to be one that the glue's going to stick to, and it's not going to absorb any type of water in it. But like I said, this hack was right at, like, I don't know, less than $6. You figure the glue was $1 and the foam was less than $5. And it works great. Lila loves it. I've used it. And really gives some new life out of the seat, and, really helps that kayak. I still like the lower seats in some of the kayaks too, though, especially if you're doing surf launches, if you want to get more ergonomics out of your paddle strokes, that type of stuff. But this comes in really handy. It was already a pretty nice seat to begin with, but now it's got even more cushion. and a little bit more elevation. So go to your local department store, pick one of these up, glue it on the bottom. Let me know how it works. We always ask you to be sure to click and subscribe to the Fishyaker YouTube channel. Let us know what you want to see. Follow me at John Oast on Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff. But this is a nice little hack, and Lila's really impressed with it, and I think it works great. Thanks for watching.
Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.